pull up a couple of these. Oh, potato plants. That's no good, that's green. Get me some potatoes for camp. I just need a portion for me. Where's my fork at? There's one. It's quite hard doing this with one hand, eh? That'll do me. Baby cabbage too. That'll go with my salmon and my potatoes. They're not quite ready yet, obviously, but I'll take the centre and that'll do for a portion. It's my missus away home. We both just finished work. Got dropped off at the village. Well, guys, just got to camp. Everything's exactly how we left it, and that's what we like. Got my rucksack there. No food bag this week, it's half food in there. I've just got the wool blanket here and the raw mat up there. And my sleeping bag, of course, that'll do me on the floor in there for tonight. Now I'm actually on holiday now for the next 9 days, which is absolutely amazing. So yeah, I'm going home Monday. It's Saturday now. Head home Monday, restock, charge everything, head back out. Maybe down the river, do some camps down the river, as well as maybe get back to the village next week. I mean, how does that moth even get in there? Mental. Oh, God. All right. It's fire time. Two stories, but browning off nicely. All the rushes. I think it looks actually better. Like fits into everything else, if you know what I'm saying. That fire's massive now. I need to do some work on that window flap because I'm not really happy with it. I might redo it, but instead of leaving all the straggly bits on the end, just cut them off so it's quite a flush cut, if you know what I mean. Just tidies it up and makes it better, I think. I might redo that tomorrow. Well guys, all tucked up in bed. 2 AM. I'm gonna get a couple of hours sleep until the sun comes up. Catch y'all in a bit. Morning. Oh, there's Mr. Tyson. Tyson lying out in the sun. Tyson. I just popped out for a little wander. These poppies seem to be dying off now. I'm going to seed. There's dozens there, look at that. Right next to a thistle. Nice little wild raspberries coming out too. It's Tyson having his breakfast before me. It's pretty much where I slept last night, my usual spot. Sleeping bag. Relit my fire again. Breakfast time, I think. Tyson's chewing up the firewood for us. It's a nice day. I'm gonna get that window flap down now. Get that sorted. Looks terrible. I need my knife. of shrinkage, eh? So I've got some lawn sausage meat on and some black pudding for breakfast. I can't wait, I'm starving. It's just basically flat sausage without the skin. Scottish thing. Oh yes. Bet you any money if someone said, "Oh my God, you're not cutting those rolls safely." You could possibly stab your hand. Yeah. I got brown rolls this week. I mean, it's as cooked as it's gonna get, like. Remember to give that a washer. Got me a nice coffee too, cappuccino. Like Mr. Tyson. So basically, because there's going to be so much shrinkage, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pretty much, I don't know what I'm going to do yet. Just bear with me for a few minutes, see if I've got enough to. So I've pretty much harvested fully grown ones, the rushes. I pretty much just go for the ones that are starting to get heads on them, just because they seem to be the longest, thickest and the strongest really. So I think the first time I made the window flap, what I did was I thinned it out in the middle, and I shouldn't have done that because I allowed it too much movement space. But again, it's all trial and error really, isn't it? I'm learning as we go. I don't really know what I'm doing personally. I'm just making it up as I go along. I'm gonna get some more. This is a bunch of rushes that I actually harvested last year. You can see the cut off bottoms where I took the entire top bunch, and I don't take them off out by the roots because obviously I want a renewable source. So these harvest last year, and again there's a new bunch for this year, but I'm not going to take them. I want an older bunch. There's another bunch that I harvested last year. Just they grow back as long as you don't damage the roots when you take them up. So I think I've got the method right of harvesting them anyway. For me personally, I'm sure there's a dozen ways to do it, but I enjoy the way I do it because it seems to be easier for me. It may not be easy for you, you know, everybody's got their own methods and there's no right way and no wrong way really. It's all just different people have different methods. Come on! Lingering away back there. So yeah, I'm going to the older part. You can see they're starting to get a lot longer. And I'll show you how I'm going to harvest that bunch of rushes. How I harvest them. My axe. Took my foot under them. Pushed them down so I get access to the root. Take them off like that. And then I'm left with a nice bunch of rushes. And I pretty much do that about 100,000 times just to get what I need. I get about two per, a good handful per bunch. Obviously watching the blade of my axe so I don't damage it. There's not really many stones around here anyway, so on to the next bunch. Nice bunch. Again, you can see where I've just pinned them down. Just take them off. I've got a few rushes. I mean, it's a long, slow, tedious process, but if you've got the time and the patience, it's definitely worth doing. Obviously, seek permission from the landowner before you start harvesting rushes off his land and all that. I've got permission to build and harvest willow. There's another one I collected last year, look. See the bottom all cut out of it. And then the top's got a nice, I'm going to harvest that one again because it's really nice and long. Look at them. I think I'm going to leave it at that. I mean, that is thick. Oh man, I've just had an awesome idea. Imagine a shelter. Like, just say we do like the window panel like this. Imagine if I made like an entire wall and clamped it in like this, but instead of using like bits of wood like this, which I'm going to use for this one, I'd use willow. I'd tie them. You could probably make one wall in one panel. Take hours. You need like 4, 5, 6 panels. Say 7 foot by 7 foot panels. Need four walls. One would be a shorter wall because it'd have a door in the front. Then 2 panels for the roof. seen TA Outdoors making a bark wigwam. It'd take a couple of weeks, that, like. Yeah, TA Outdoor bark, his bark wigwam. Seen him making one of them, and it looks really, really good, but I just can't harvest that amount of bark that he can. He's got access to bark and logs that I can't have access to. I don't know where he gets them from. I can't access the materials that he accesses, like. But reeds and willow and the odd log I can get. But then you'd only need willow at 8 foot long. Oh man, my head's bouncing around with ideas now. I mean, I made an entire reed shelter out of rushes before, and I've got no doubt I could do it again, because willow and rushes is something I have millions of. Well, I've already done a 2-story out of rushes, but imagine instead of square, we could just like build the frame like TA Outdoors did. Dig the posts into the ground, bend the willow round so it's the shape. I just think panels would be a faster option. It's just one of those things we'll have to think about. Anybody has any ideas? Right, that's the panel. So what I want to do now is, so I don't damage my axe, just bear with us a second, my axe. Awesome! Look at that for a window. I'm going to do the other side now just for tidiness. And these can just I'll use them for something. I don't really like to waste stuff, because obviously I've spent my time harvesting it. There we go. Window flap. Tidy that. And I can't even see through it. So imagine panels like that, 7 foot. And then you've got wall, wall, wall. Well, that's shed rain, that. Tight. But then once it dries, I think you get about 34% shrinkage. But hopefully, because I've overpacked this, as you can see how thick it is, it's about an inch and a half thick with all the rushes in it. So it should just need like clamped a little bit tighter once it starts to dry a bit. That is a lot better. Tidier. That's awesome. The colour difference. Fresh rushes, old rushes. Words can't stress how comfy that seat is in there. I was just sitting there for like 20 minutes, almost dozed off. I've been out to keep myself busy, just collected all this wood here. Aye. There's the moon up there. This looks like it's going to be a full one tonight. Man, I've just finished a live chat, well, a live Q&A at the on YouTube. So yeah, it got dark. I did it for about an hour and a bit. So yeah, moon's out. It's really bright. I've got the door shut of the village. It's cold. My breath in the air. Mental. I've just took my fire from outside and put it inside. I'm gonna get more wood on it to warm up that cabin because the dog's shivering a little bit too, bless him. Okay, so the Charlotte potatoes you see me picking at the start, they're in there. I'll cook. Got my little my little heart cabbage. Still one portion, it's going to be more than enough for me. Got my grill on there. Just going to bang the salmon on that. The salmon on top of the grill. Just going to sweat that off in there. Yeah. Bit of salt and pepper. potatoes here. Oh yes. I kind of knew that wasn't going to come off the grill once I put it on there. My mouth's watering already. Oh yes. Random way to lie. Morning all. Just woke up. I'm still half asleep. I'm gonna start packing up slowly and hit the road and get home and charge all my stuff. Once it all closed up and tidy, I'm gonna hit the road. That's a bird of prey. He's circling somewhat. Oh, he's got some wingspan, eh? Go on, find something and dive. Just not on my dog. Looks like a kestrel, eh? Maybe a sparrowhawk? I don't know. That crow's gone for it, I don't know. Oh, look at it. And putting my entire forearm on the road surface just to see it, because as being a chef, I have problems feeling a bit heat through my hands when it's just like warm or enough to burn, but it doesn't burn as if, you know what I mean. asbestos hands. But yeah, I'm just put my forearm on the floor to see if it's hot enough, too hot for Tyson's paws, just because I worry. But it's fine, it's actually quite cold on the concrete or tarmac, whatever it is. He's just young'uns. Wow, it's warm. I'm on a farmer's track, almost at the river. Steep. Hazelnuts everywhere, eh? Big thanks for watching this one, and we'll catch you all again in a day or two.